Hey guys, it's Tony here. Look at this. Bitcoin is actually, by looks of it, will actually dump. And I will talk about in my previous video how we could be seeing a pump all the way to the top of this BLX chart. But I think that, of course, I'm talking about November here. November is all the way over here. So look how much we have time to actually dump down and then go back up. So we have a lot of space. And by the way, I'll show you guys later in the video that we actually started pumping after November, so we could actually keep dumping until November. So that leaves us with a lot of room, and this is why I'm doing this video, what I'm talking about right now. I think we could be seeing a dump down to this level, or even maybe down to this level. What are these levels? And why do I think that we could be seeing a dump down to there? I'm going to be explaining you guys all that and more in this video, so let's get into it. So, look at this. I believe that we could be seeing a dump down to here. Now, in my previous video, I talked about how we could be seeing a pump all the way up because of the BLX chart that could take us up to here because of the fractal on it. Now, we could be seeing something crazy happen right now that could shake out a lot of people because, guys, if we turn on the crypto fear and greed index, you can see that we have 73 greed, and it actually already went down. You guys can see that it was at 84 when October 21st was, which by the way was when we started dumping. So we started dumping on October 20th about the evening, and that's when we actually started dumping down. So that's when the fear and greed index dropped, but we were really high. We were at 84, and that's usually when we have these types of dumps. Now look at this. If we go to the 3-month time frame, you can see the last time we went to this level was September 6th in 2021, and look what happened to September 6th, 2021. September 6th was right over here when we had another local top, and we actually went back down. We had a correction, but of course this was part of the gigantic cycle, and after that we pumped and again, and we actually made an all-time high, which is really happy. And by the way, we topped out about $54,000, which is really interesting. But this is why I think we could be seeing a dump. But where could we be seeing a dump to? Because in the previous video I talked about how we have a gigantic support because of the Fibonacci extension level. I mean the regular Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. If we grab it, we have the 0.236 and the 0.382. The 0.236 is a big number, 60,000, and it is where we are right now. But I believe we could be dumping to the 0.382, 56,500. That's where I believe we could be going. And maybe, guys, maybe, just maybe, I believe we could be seeing a tap down to the 0.5 level or this support right here. Because 0.5 level is where we tapped previous high. And we are not supposed to break below that, or we're going to start making lower highs, which is bad. And that would mean that we could be seeing a dump down farther, and we could be seeing a gigantic correction. Not just a dump, not just a reset, so we could go higher, a correction. And that's why we just have to not break this. But it's a low chance that we could break that because we have so much support. But then again, we were breaking all our support for now. But guys, I believe we could break this for these reasons. Number one, we have the Bitcoin fractal right here. So if we go to this first cycle and we zoom in right here, right over here to this level, right over here when we were in the middle, a little higher than this yellow band, and then we dumped down. And so the date when we dumped was 7 years ago precisely. This was 23rd of October. Now today is actually the 23rd of October, but we already have been dumping for 3 days. So look, we started dumping on October 24th, but right now we started dumping here on October 20th. So it's 4 days behind. But of course, guys, fractals and Bitcoin never repeats, but it does rhyme. So we are rhyming. But anyway, we dumped on about the same date, and look how far we dumped. We dumped 20%. And look, if we go back to the fractal, you guys can see that we already so far dumped 10%. And look where we will go if we dump 20%. If we dump 20%, you guys can see that we dumped to 53,600, and look at this. 53,600 is right over here, about at the 0.5 level. Now, it's a little bit higher, so 56,000 or 53,600 is about right here in the middle. So that's why I think we could be seeing a wick down to here. But I just want to tell you guys that the 0.236 level where we are is not that strong of a support. That's why another reason I think we could be falling down even farther. And also, I want to show you guys that the EMA ribbon, on the 4-hourly time frame, we got rejected about. And since we got rejected off the EMA ribbon on the 4-hourly time frame, we could be seeing a dump down. But I want to show you guys that, like, some people might be thinking this is a strong support. This isn't actually that strong of a support. It is a strong resistance. Look at this, how much times we tried to tap it. We tried to tap it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then we actually broke it, but we couldn't confirm support, and we just broke through, tapped it almost last time, and just dumped. Same thing that could be happening right now. It's not that strong of a support. We already tapped it once, and the chances every single time we tap support gets lower for us. Gets higher for us to break, gets lower for us to confirm support. Now, where could we go after this? 0.382. I talked about how these two levels are usually where we go, and most of the time, by the way, we go to 0.382. Not only that, I want to tell you guys, by the way, this is just a bonus. The second one is the 0.618. Makes sense because the golden ratio, guys. Happens in nature, happens everywhere. But look at this. We tapped it as resistance right here, and we tapped resistance when we were tapping right here. Let me just make a line real quick. We tapped it right here as resistance and couldn't break it. We tapped it right here after we broke up above it, and we confirmed support once, confirmed support twice, and look at this. After we confirmed support, we had gigantic pumps. Now, I don't think we will be actually reaching 0.618 because if we go below this level, which is actually the 0.5, the 0.5 below it will already start making us lower highs, and that is already meaning that instead of a dump, instead of a local reset, and then after that we pump up, we will have a correction. We could be seeing a correction really far down, maybe even down to $30,000 or $47,000 or $40,000. We could be seeing a dump down more, and I don't think that will happen because we already made an all-time high, and we usually dump down to 0.382. That is the most logical area. Also, we have another reason that I think we could be going down farther to the 0.382. We have, if I drag a trend line from the top to the bottom right here, this is a bear flag. And when we actually tapped the all-time high, and we actually had one correction which is really fast, unlike the others, and now we had a second correction which is slower, and this made a channel. And after that, we made a channel, and the target was actually down to here, the 0.286, and we actually went and made another channel. Could we be repeating and making another trend down? Yes, and look where it could take us. It could take us down to the 0.382, the $56,600 area, 3,000 above the BLX prediction of 20%, and it is actually really close. It is, if we go to the actually 56,000, it is this middle band, and so we could be seeing a tap to the middle band maybe, and after that, guys, breaking the yellow band and going to the red band, which is at right now 135,000. So I think that we could be seeing a dump down to 0.382 because of these reasons and many more. The last two videos we're talking about. I believe before the previous video, I talked about how we could be seeing a dump down to this level, not only because of this, but because of other reasons. And I think that we could be actually seeing that, like we could be seeing because of the OBV, and because we could be seeing because of the Bitcoin funding rate, we could be seeing dumps down to 56,000, and because it follows the fractal. So we have a lot of data that could be telling us that we could be going down to here. Now, also, we have, like I already talked about before in this video, we have the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. And look at this. We are in 73, so that is really high. And since it's really high, we could be seeing a dump down farther because, guys, usually when you have the Fear and Greed Index, we fall down. And this already happened right here at September 6th. That's when the Fear and Greed was high. And right here, the chart shows us we were at practically the same exact level, and we had a local dump. Not a gigantic dump, just a local dump. And by the way, I want to show you guys that if we turn on the 4-hourly time frame and we get our Fibonacci extension level, and we bring it to this level, we actually dumped to the 0.5. And the 0.5, and was the previous high of the previous level. So technically we could be seeing a dump all the way to the 0.5 level maybe. But most logical answer, guys, we go to the 0.382 and maybe after that we tap the 0.5, which is about right here to right here. So 54,000 if we break the next level, but this is why I think we could be seeing a dump. After that, guys, quick reason why I think we could be seeing a pump really high up. Because the Fibonacci extension level, after we dump to here or to the bottom of here, look at this. We have 0.618 extension right here, 71,000. Then we have a 0.786 at 76,000. And by the way, we topped out at 0.382 of the extension level. And after that, guys, usually the big levels are these golden ones where we stop. We could be seeing a gigantic resistance at 71, at 99. And guys, the most important is that we have an extension of 0.3818 at 154, which, if you count for about how long it will take us to get here, the month of November ends right over here. So since the month of November ends right here and we take this rate, we could be seeing the BLMX chart be at the top of $140,000. So about $140,000, and this 0.38618 is pretty close to there, and the 3 is also pretty close. So guys, I believe we could pump from 130 to 150,000 in the future, but not before we dump. And I believe we will start pumping about in November. So this is why I think we will be seeing a dump down, guys, and why I think we will be seeing a pump, guys. If you want to know that, watch my previous video. I talk about it there. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, hand rate, don't forget to click that post notification bell. See you guys next video. Bye.